just hey.
Hiring nggak ngomong gitu.
Kanyo ngene, kanyo no binatang.
Oh, udah.
Kanyo no, makane yo.
Oh.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ken Digest and I'm coming live from Africa, in East Africa, Kenya, and I just want to invite you all to the channel. Feel free, you can leave a comment, make sure you like the video and watch it till the end. Yeah, so today I'm at our home, at our beautiful home. It's so shiny, so shiny. If you see, the sun is so bright with some few clouds and a little bit of it's a calm day with a little bit of wind, small wind, not that much, and the wind is really making the leaves to fall, but we usually just sweep the compound, especially this tree over here. It always produces some green, not green but yellow flower, which is this, and it smells beautiful. Okay, it smells nice. the flower, it's beautiful because it's yellow, but it smells nice, and bees love it. We have some bees just next to the fence, just over. There's a fence, then there's a shade we've placed for bees, and the other bees are at the forest, the planted forest that some days ago, I think a week, yes, I showed you. We just went over there. That's the place where we've been just collecting the timber for the ladders, because you know now we are building from the upper lintel going up, and we are forced to use some ladders just for building, and that's where we are picking the logs. Yes, so the flower is so beautiful, and we usually just sweep the compound every now and then. We only have one tree, which this tree over here, it's usually in form of an umbrella shape. It's always green with the small leaves. I really want to know the name, but the quickest way I can know it it's by just telling you guys, so in case maybe someone who knows it. This is the leaves. This is how the leaves look like. It's the only tree in the compound that doesn't shade. Even if it shades, the leaves are so small. Let me just pluck one. The leaves are so small such that even if it falls, it doesn't, you can't really see. If you see at the base, it's not that much, but for the yellow one, hey, the yellow one is a mess. Each and every day you have to just wake up and sweep. See this one? Yes, so in the morning I kinda just sweep the compound, and I'll just burn them later on. I'll just, because the wheelbarrows are still busy, because today we are trying to build the outer wall. Yes, because we have some few stones that were left, and we're just trying to build slowly by slowly, and they're using some of the wheelbarrows. We have two of them. One left us, one of the wheels kind of broke, so we only left with two. Initially we had three. Yeah, so when they finish with the wheelbarrow, I'll just collect. I've placed them in heaps. Let me just show you. They are in heaps just inside the compound. So once they are done, I'll collect all of them and burn them. see, like this one is one of the heaps. Yes, so they are just all over. You can't really see them because of the shade, and it blends with the greener environment, so you can't really see them. Yes, but before I enter into that, before we burn all the litters in the compound, let me just go closer to the workplace, the place where they're building the house, so that we can see today's update. Yes, so we have a few stones. This one is the largest heap. These were the first stones that we bought. They are kind of small, and they're almost the same color. The second one we bought, we tried to mix them a little bit darker, red, brown, yellowish, so we tried to mix. So even today we are just picking just a few of these, and also a few of the ones with the colored ones, like these ones. If you see, this one is dark, this one over here is yellowish, this one is reddish or brown. I'm kind of colorblind. I'm usually colorblind. Then this one over here is a little bit dark. Yes, so they're just building where we'll stop, because we're also planning to burn some bricks. These bricks over here, we've been planning to burn them for the last few days, just these ones. And we have a tree that we've cut actually today, and we want to use it to burn the bricks. Yes, because it's next to the house. This tree over here, it's next to the house so much, and it's not that useful to us because we have some other trees next to the house too, but the other ones we won't cut, so we'll just cut this one and replant maybe a few. We'll cut one, then plant a few, maybe even more than 20. Yes, so the ones that we'll plant, we'll just plant them specifically where we want the trees to grow, because these ones grew. I actually I was born and found it. So the ones we'll plant, we'll just do some planning and plant them in those places. Yes, so I'll also take you through the process of making bricks. That I think is the only piece of information in terms of what we are using to build the house that I haven't shown you guys that much. Holistically, I've shown you most of the things that we've been using in building the bricks, where the sand we used. So far we've used two types of sand, the white sand and the red sand. The red sand, mostly we used it in making the mortar. If you see, it's not that red, but it's almost red. So the one is the one we used for building the mortar, but the white sand, we used it for making the pillars and the lintel. If you see, if I stand this far, you can see the mortar are kind of red, because we are even planning to paint. When we are making the mortar, when you are doing the keying, yes, it's called keying, we'll use a much reddish mixture of cement. Yes, because I think that will be perfect. Some people paint the key black, some people paint the key white, but us, we are planning to paint it reddish, not that red. I think the color will be same as this, almost. Yes, I'm usually colorblind, that's why I've mentioned the stone I mean. So the wall, the mortar was the red sand, while the pillars and the lintel we used white sand, and then you guys can see the difference. Yes, the pillars are white while the other ones on the mortars are red. Yes, so let us just check with the masons. I know they are currently working, and let me just climb up so that I can show you. So these are the ladders that we've been making, and we've been cutting the logs from our planted forest. It's not a huge forest. It's like the forest is sitting like on I think an acre or two. Maybe one day I should go and revisit, because the planted forest, it's divided in two. There's ours, and there's also for our neighbor. Our neighbor is just next our home. It's only the fence separating us. So the forest is for two people. There's a place. It's not fenced that this is our place and this is ours. It's just a line that has been there. It's not fenced with a barbed wire or a cedar post, or it's left just free like that. It's a all forest just sitting on a 2-acre land. I think maybe one day I'll just go down there and just show you how it looks like, the whole place. I haven't shown you how the whole place looks like. I've just shown you a glimpse, but yeah, I'm planning to do that. So these are the timbers that we've been the logs, I mean, that we've been just collecting from down there bit by bit. So let me just come up so that you can see the progress. So the other mason is over there building the outer wall with the stones, and the other mason is just doing the partitioning with the bricks. So they've managed to complete the other side of the house. Actually, it was yesterday they completed the other part. Only the partitioning, the outside wall they haven't touched, because they were focusing on only doing the partitioning with the bricks that were still in the compound. But if you see this other side, this part is the outside wall, so they'll just use stones. The partitioning, like even the front, okay, I'll just explain this part, the veranda. So this is the part they've done, and we have Kelly. Yes, Kelly is always a mason over here.
Yes.
And he has introduced himself, so maybe he can say a few words. I know you are busy. Maybe at least you can explain what you're doing today. Yes. So
I'm doing just a minute. Clear this part.
yeah.
So guys, I'm
Yes.
happy today again to
Yes.
come and meet you
Yes.
and to show,
Yes.
or we can confirm to you how we have been working here.
Yes.
So today we have done this part and the other corridors.
Yes.
Other parts of the
Yesterday I
corridors.
saw you guys did most part of the house.
Yes. So today we want to come up and finish this partition.
Yes.
Then we see this. There are some hatches which was fully, and others broken when we were
Oh yeah, there are
removing
some
those
side beams.
those side beams.
Okay.
So guys, today I'm so grateful
Yes.
again to talk to you, and I'm happy you can see the work of our hands.
Yes.
It's neat and good. So we are just asking you if you may have some building which we can construct or house.
Yes.
Kindly you can contact us through
Ken.
Ken. So
Yes.
feel
Is it-
welcome.
yes.
And what I can say is that in any chance or by chance you give us a construction site or a house, kindly you can first come and see what we have done here. And-
Actually, they're usually seeing. I'm usually documenting each and every step you guys are doing.
okay.
Yes.
So I think
They already know the work of your hands.
that's okay. So
Yes.
guys, I know you have all the information about this building,
House,
this
yes.
apartment. So if you have an house or a building construction in which
You can
way
contact me.
you can contact him.
Yes. You guys can.
Together we will work with him,
Yes.
and
So-
our apartment will be good.
Yes. So Kelly's just doing the finishing part of the mortar, and is using, yesterday you said the blade is the
And it's mason trowel.
yeah mason trowel together with the wooden steel. Yes. So I just go down because I'm adding extra weight on our ladder over here. Yes. So let me go and show you the axe that he was talking about. Yes. So there are some axe. You see, like this one. Like this one, especially this one broke while we were removing the side beams. The other ones are just okay. The other ones are just okay and smooth. But if you see, even this one is okay. So it's actually two. This one broke around here, and this, I don't know whether you guys are able to see. If you see that part, it's kind of broken, and this one. So Kelly is saying once he finishes up there, he'll just come down here and correct a few issues. Yes. So they've managed to do most part of the partitioning in terms of building up, so that we can place Kelly angomo okuketo nini wall plate, yeah, wall pass.
Don't be koro kanyo yine no ka concrete osemako kanyo koro kata ka this and you only can I get more than 2 pieces?
More than 2.
More than 4. More than 4. 4. Even 4 is okay. So it's more than 4.
You get
5 and above. So in the corner.
Fourth one, you get. So
this can support the other one.
Yeah. So guys, Kelly is just saying because we are at the third course, because the upper brick is on the third, we won't necessarily need a wall pass. Wall pass is this steel that usually help in whenever there is an earthquake. It helps in preventing cracks from up to the bottom. So the wall plate was initially placed in 4 courses. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. But as we are in the third course, so if maybe in case we build an extra course on top with the brick, we'll place a wall pass. So the wall pass just help in absorbing the pressure on the wall, so that it distributes it. So let's say the wall was supposed to crack from here up to here, maybe up to down, because when the crack reaches at this wall plate, it will stop and spread, so it won't interfere with the downer part and the rest of the wall. It will only interfere with the middle pieces of courses, I mean, and helps in reducing the destruction, the amount of destruction. Yeah, so it's only stabilizes the wall in case of an earthquake by spreading all the pressure on the wall. It's just the same technique as I yesterday said with the arrangement of the blocks. You see, it helps in just spreading the pressure all around by placing this block above this mortar like that, so making the pattern to be like this. Yeah, like this. Yes. So for now we won't really need a wall pass in case we plan to build some extra from the fourth. Even the fourth is, yeah, said it's fine because of the lintel can hold 4 courses of block. So let's say we are building the 5th, so between the 4th and 5th is where we place the wall pass. Yes, so that's today's work, and it's faring on well. The other guy is building the wall with stones. If you see, we have some stones here, and we are just trying to, we want to mix a little bit for the mortar because we are building, and yes. Ojitela coin.
Eh?
Kala mixing.
Ami mix.
Korok.
Chap.
Wow. Piko so.
Dong podi lo ke mo suti o ma.
Tena anakoroga. Kwa sababu kidua na pia ngoma yake.
Kili.
Ni noruma. Ma ine no eri yino kitiwe madimani yino ya motano na stand moro ka mazom digo iko di malo
Kilo. Makene. Uwe wacho luluma te gino di ma.
yani gima wacho kama venti dedeno donge neno kiweyo dhi nyaka malo kiweyo dhi malo keti chungi dine stand moro ka
So we are just going to collect some of the concrete that fell. So we used these bags. While we were making there, you use some bags to collect it. So we are going to also remix them over there with the mixture for making the mortar, and this is where we are collecting our water. Actually, the amount of water remaining is less. We were collecting water from our uncle's place, but it's over because it's being pumped from the well into the tank. So the one that was in the tank got over unless they pump it again. But initially we were collecting water from the well just next to my grandma's place, and that was the first one to dry up, but it will refill if it rains, though we are in the low seasonal rainfall, so we don't expect it to come up anytime. But for now we're just taking water from the well at our uncle's place. It's deep, so it usually retains a lot of water. Yes, so we just continue taking up the water from there as we continue building. Yes. So usually the mortar doesn't have to be that watery like the concrete used for making the lintel and the pillars. So the mortar is just need to be a little bit wet. So the mixture you are seeing is just better like that. So it's gonna place it up there.
Mia matofali moko ariyo ka.
Yeah. So plate nenga.
Immersion trowel.
Yeah, trowel. Yeah, so we want to fix this part that were broken while we were moving the side beams. So for them we are using a very wet concrete. We might show them how the concrete looks. So wet. This is how it's required. So you just patch it a little bit and you wait for the wall to absorb. So we are on this side. You just
Hiring ngo hiyo
kanyo ngeni kanyo no mania kama
oh urai
kanyo no makane yo yeah. So just trial and error but this part we want kanyo gote yes, so we are just making these parts. Baba. Yes. Yes. Ipuke. Kadwa gimoro mako. Because doing it like that, you kind of like you are. Some of the concrete are falling down like these ones. So they should not fall because that's like wasting.
Kelly.
Yeah, no. Hey. Karikeli ngeti. So that's how it's supposed to be made.
Yo malo kaja.
Then later on we'll just come and just do it well to make it smooth. You know, so I'm seeing this part, but the other ones are just fine. Yes, ma. Ka.
Kila ni Valentine. Kila ni kwa ni utiko.
So the angle is kind of tricky
Vale.
for all of them. Kind of tricky, but this is how they are supposed to be made. You have to do it like this one. You have to stick it and leave it to absorb so that it dries with the wall. Then you can add, because if you add more it will just fall. So you just leave it to dry a little bit, then continue later. So it's a kotua. So we are just doing the, it's called, let me just call it patching. Just patching up the parts that were broken while we are removing the side beams. Baadaye go bed water.
Kanyate miwani.
Yes, so you just patch it and leave it to dry up and absorb and mix. Stick with the initial one that had already dried. And the concrete, as I mentioned, must be watery than the one used for making the mortar. So this one should be watery. So we're just doing the patches. So they were not that many places, but yeah, we've almost finished. Just a few patching left. as they continue building, I just want to collect some of the rubbish or the fallen leaves that I collected. They are just in the compound, so these are some of them. Some are here, some I've already collected. There were just piles of them, so I want to collect them, then go and burn them. So I'll just place my camera somewhere so that we can continue. Yeah, so the masons have already left and it's so shiny. It's 6, the sun is setting, and I think I'll have to end my video. Today I'm feeling so exhausted, I don't know why. Yes, but I'll end my video for today because the work is already over. We are supposed to burn some bricks, and that's our next project, so that we can continue building, and also to look for some stones. I guess it will just take some time. We are just building bit by bit. Yes, because though we have some sand, Miss Flay bought this time she bought a red sand. Actually, it's not always that we select the type of sand that we buy. It's the ones that is available. So I think I've never known, but there are some sand from the river. I don't know whether the one from the river, I think it's the red sand. This white sand, I don't know. I've never gone to the places where they usually collect sand, but this is the last sand. I think it was brought the other day, the day before yesterday, and Miss Flay bought it. One tractor. This was a tractor. This is not a tipper. Yes, so, and we still have some ballast and some bags of cement. The only part which is the only thing that is remaining is the bricks, which we are gonna just make in the compound. We've already selected the tree, and my dad has already called the person who's gonna burn them, because he's the one doing the coordination. Some of the people are being referred because maybe he's gone to one of his friends and his friend is referring him to someone else. That's why we've left that how do I say it, that part for him to do, because he can easily reach so many people that we can't. Yes, so once the person comes, maybe tomorrow. No, tomorrow is on a Saturday because I'm coming live from East Africa, Kenya. Tomorrow is on a Saturday. Over here, people usually go to church on a Saturday, especially us. Maybe on a Sunday, then we'll start the project. Though he was supposed to come today so that he can cut the tree down and let the tree dry, then come on, because when it's wet, it's so hard. But a good thing, we have some of the trees that we used to burn, the other ones that have already been used. They have already dried, they're in the compound, so we'll just combine them. But if you use the wet one, it will have been, the case is like it's always hard for it to catch fire. But these are the ones that are broken, and some of the trees, wood or yes, logs that were left are these ones. So these ones have already dried. They stay here for like almost 2 months, so we'll use them with the one that's gonna be cut then to make a new bricks. We'll just make them here, just in the same place. It takes like 3 days. It depends with the number of bricks. The ones that we made were like 4,000 bricks, and it took like 3 days to burn. Then you leave them to cool down. The cooling process might take like even a week. Yes, so after that, then we'll continue building, because we can't buy and we can easily make them, just to save on cost. Yes, because building is so, if you can save cost, it's always advisable to take that option. Yeah, so I'll just end my video. I'm so exhausted today, and I'll just urge you guys to take care of yourself so that we can meet in my next video. Bye bye.